and this JSON format is what we are going to import inside N8N workflow builder. So now I'm going to import that JSON file into this. Wow. Hello everybody. So in this video we are going to be using Claude to craft an N8N workflow for us. Now if you have an idea for workflow, you have to sit down and map it out, and it takes 10 to 12 hours to do it, and then you go and start building it on N8N or make.com. But we are going to try something new. Claude 4 recently rolled out, and I want to see if it can build a workflow for me. Now for those of you who don't know, Claude is considered to be the best LLM for coding. I have used it to build multiple things for myself, like calculator for my website and widgets and other useful things, but I haven't really tried it to build a complex N8N workflows. Recently Claude 4 came out with Claude 4 Opus, and Opus is now considered to be the best coding tool ever. So what I want to do is come in Claude and find out if it is capable of reasoning through, not only understanding of N8N, but also how to structure things, where to find tools, and how to call on things. I want to see if it can reason on how to build a workflow, because building an automation is actually fairly easy and straightforward. It's thinking and conceptualizing the automation that is hard, and it takes time. So yeah, let's dive right into it. So first off, you will come to Claude and then you will create a new project. So I have created a few N8N workflow builder previously, but I'm going to do it all from the start to show it how to do it. So let's say its name is N8N workflow builder 3, and it has all N8N workflows. All right, now if you see, this is an empty project. It has no knowledge base, there are no project instructions. But if you know, N8N has this large library of documents which explains how the whole platform works, and the understanding of platform, the capabilities, the functionalities. So what I will do is I'll quickly compile all the readme files to create a knowledge base for our Claude project. So the compiled N8N docs looks like this. It has all the instruction from their large library, and it is very useful to create to feed into the project knowledge. So I have uploaded this into the project knowledge, and now I'll just set a project instruction for this particular project. So this is the project instruction that I have created for this particular project. It is fairly simple. It is an overview, context, instructions, tools, examples, SOP, and final notes. I'll save these instructions, and since I don't know how to prompt and get the working N8N workflow from this particular Claude project, instead of wasting time on guessing, I'll just ask Claude to give me the framework that it needs to understand and create an N8N workflow for me. So this is what I asked to Claude: please give me a framework or guidelines for crafting a prompt that will give me the best possible output for an N8N workflow build. And I'm just gonna enter this and let it run. So this is the framework that Claude needs to craft an optimal N8N workflow, and it has given us the structure, the components that it needs, and all the other instruction inside of prompt, so that it can create a workflow for us that actually works. So now what I will do is, instead of guessing, I'll just quickly copy this whole prompt and put it over to a doc. So I have now pasted the whole framework for crafting an N8N workflow prompts inside this Google Doc, and I'll just quickly download it as a PDF and then upload it over to the chatgpt.com. So now I have uploaded the Claude prompt guidelines and that we have got from Claude, and I'll just ask the ChatGPT that please help me craft a prompt based on the prompt framework that I can share with my N8N workflow builder agent. And I have given very simple guidelines or prompt for the ChatGPT, and let's let it run. So now it's gonna spit out a prompt that Claude wants, and we're just gonna copy this whole prompt and go over back to Claude and just create a new chat, copy this prompt and select Claude Opus 4 and just let it run. Let's see what it comes with. It's going to give us a code in JSON format, and this JSON format is what we are going to import inside N8N workflow builder. So now I'm going to import that JSON file into this. Wow. So you can see it has built a pretty good workflow here, although there are a lot of red alert that we might need to handle, and I think those are manageable. And it also gives us the instructions, the notes here. So now I'm going to troubleshoot, connect all the necessary nodes that are that needs credentials. So, and then see how it goes. So first of all, it schedule a trigger at 9 a.m. every day, and then it fetch unread Gmails. So our Gmail account is connected, and yep, so we'll leave it as that. We'll pass on to the email checklist that check emails is exist. And then over, okay, so here it is an OpenAI summarizer. I will not use this. Instead of this, I'll use a messenger model node to do that. Then messenger model node. Yeah, so I'll just quickly connect this to this and this to this. All right. So what it does is it checks the OpenAI error. If it comes under false, it will log error in the sheet. So I have created a error sheet, and I'll just choose that and that's sheet 1, and yeah, that's that. And then Slack, so I'll just quickly connect the Slack account. Then yes, that is correct. Send message to channel, and I'll just put the sandbox playground here. Perfect. So Slack is also connected. Now let's see this post summary. Okay, so channel, again sandbox playground is connected now. Same is for this one. All right, and oh yeah, and this one as well. So all the errors are handled. So now let's look into this. So it says OpenAI ChatGPT 4. It uses that to summarize each email, and it tries 3 times with 5-second delays on failure. And if you open this, it just use resources check. So it's nothing going over here. I will rather use OpenAI messenger model here. I'll use ChatGPT. Yeah, maybe Turbo. And I'll put my prompt here. That's good. So user prompt is here, system prompt is here, and we selected this Turbo 4 preview. You can even try with the 4.1 mini as well. Yeah, and I'll leave all of this as of now because I just want to see how it goes. So that's that. And now what you're gonna do is I'll just disconnect this node and start our manual trigger here. Alright, so we have executed the workflow. Let's see how it goes. It's fetching the unread emails from my Gmail ID. And okay, so there is a problem in node OpenAI bad request. We'll see what's the problem here. So it says so to resolve this error, I tried, and I have given a very simple prompt as a system that you are an AI assistant that create concise actionable email summaries, and a user prompt as well with the snippet from the emails. So yeah, let's try and see if it works or not. So let's just execute it one more time and let's see what happens. So it has fetched 50 items, and those 50 items are now transferred to this OpenAI model. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so it has shown us an error. So check OpenAI error, reference node is unexecuted. So I have checked and found out that it was a syntax error. So previously it was giving an undefined output because it was written as this expression, so it was not defined. So I just corrected it, and now it is it's working. So let's see again. We'll just test on the workflow. Again, it's going to fetch 100 emails. It fetched 50 items. There are no email errors. Check that email exists, yes, and those 50 items are now sent to OpenAI Summarizer. So yeah, if it doesn't give any error, then it will go on to the compile summaries and post summaries, and then workflow will be complete. But if it does give an error, then Sheet will log it as an error, and then in Slack it will post a message for us. So it went through, but now it has an error in Slack node. So it says Slack error responses not in channel. Okay, so maybe it is a credential problem. Let me check. So I checked, and it was a very basic credential permission problem. So I gave the permission to send the message inside a Slack channel. So now it's working, and I can see that there is another failure. We are seeing that it is unable to fail to summarize this email for us. And I also got my message inside my Slack account. So this is the message that I just got, N8N Slack email summary, and we can see there is an error in the summarizer. So we'll just quickly go back to our workflow. We'll go into the compile summaries. This is the problem. So here the total content of AI is not here. So what I will do is I'm just gonna do this, and yeah, I'll just put this content here, and just wanna test this step. Still showing us error, it's syntax errors. To make it simple, I'll just disconnect this, and I'll directly connect this with the post summary, and instead of this I'll say email summary. I'm just gonna put this content, this guy over here. Yep, there you go, and then just the step. So now it worked. So every step is now working, and we also got the message from this summary of 100 emails for the last 24 hours is here. So yeah, it's doing its job somehow, but this workflow is somehow working, semi working, but so it's not going to replace the AI integrators now, but it's definitely a starting point. You can use it as a starting point to conceptualize, and if you have enough data, if you have all the rules and capabilities that you want, all the logics and the workflow that you have in your mind, if you can put it in a proper framework, that it can give you a pretty good head start to start with. But at the end of the day, it does need a lot of troubleshooting to just make it work. So yeah, hope you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.